Oh, man. All right, let me get set up. I had to give myself a little bit of extra time to make sure that we are all good. All right. Oh, man. Welcome in, welcome in. I think we're a little sideways. Just a little bit. Whew. How's everybody doing? Am I noticeably sideways? Can everybody hear me okay? Sweet. My ring light has decided that it wants to be kind of tilted today, so that's what we're working with. Oh man, just waiting a few minutes for the train to pull in here. Oh boy. Should have had a paperweight costume contest. Ooh, that would have been good. I think people should have had to like make their outfits or their makeup or something coordinate to their favorite paperweight that they're auctioning. I think that would have been fun. With swirls or fish. I'm just picturing like I'm trying to like pick an example. Like I have this Murano one. Just imagine like a makeup look based on the Clover and Berry paperweight. Absolutely. Let me pick out the first paperweight because we have pre-bids on over half of the paperweights that I chose today, which means we need to like run through things really fast to make sure all the pre-bids are taken into account. So I know it's like awesome news. I'm very excited, and I followed everybody else's tips and made sure to bring a little microfiber cloth here and a flashlight and a black light just in case. All the good stuff. Been like preparing for this one for a hot minute, trying to like find lots, not as in like quantity, also quantity, but like lots sold together of paperweights for those like hidden gems. So that's been a lot of fun. I was very excited to be able to get a slot today. Hi, April. I was watching for most of the day yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Man. We're gonna have to speed run these to make sure we can get through things. Thank you so much. I went for the iridescent look today. Look fancy for fancy paperweights. I know, Rooster's wishing us good luck. Hopefully no chickens down today. Oh man. Just wait a couple minutes for the train. I'm gonna try to do all the current pre-bids first because we have a lot of pre-bids. I want to make sure we get to everybody's. But yeah. Ooh, hello. The train has arrived at the station. Welcome in, everybody. I am Sierra of Koalatea Vintage, and I'm very excited to be here today. We have a ton of pre-bids, so I'm going to jump right into it just to make sure I get to all of them. An hour feels like a long time on paper, but insert paperweight pun here. But it, it doesn't feel like that during. All right, so first up we have, hi Jenny K, Flippin' Van Life, Dante's Doodads. First up we have this paperweight, most likely a Chinese paperweight. It's got a yellow flower and these two little butterflies. Super cute. I like the little flower in it. It does have some flea bites around the rim there, and then some minor scratching up at the top. And it's 2.25 inches. This one currently has a pre-bid of $8, and I will run that right now. Yes, roosters are out and about today. We have the roosters. Thank you for your bids. I love little butterflies. I think they're super cute. They're just chilling. What's that meme of the like us in another universe that you tag your significant other in? And it's just like two animals chilling or something, you know. I don't know if anybody understands that reference, but you know. I know. Adds a little bit of a vibe for sure. All right, the Scowling Owl. That one's going to you. Thank you so very much. Awesome. Let's move on to number 2 over here. I was excited to find this one. I don't know the maker of this one. It weirds me out because I know a lot of the Chinese paperweights have this kind of vibe to them, but the 3D effect and the polished bottom is like thrown me off a little bit. So we have a fish paperweight, little 3D fish in there with the like fishbowl pebble kind of bottom. I think he's so cute, and this is the bottom. Very polished, not signed or anything, but super cute. Let me make sure that I didn't write down. Okay, yeah. It does have like a little bit of like cloudiness on this side, but other than that, really good condition. I know, the little kissy lips. It's just really unique. I find a lot of fish paperweights, but this one's different. All right, this one is currently on pre-bid at $35, and I will run him right now. I wish I knew more about him. If somebody knows about him, please let me know. Thank you so much. And this guy's currently running. I got him at an antique store. He's just kind of sitting there. My flippin' van life. That one's going to you. Thank you so much. You have good taste. I was excited about that one. Thank you, Sandy. All right, let's see. I'm speed running these a little bit just to make sure I can get to all of y'all. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. There it is. All right, next up we have little egg paperweight. This one is 3.5 inches tall. I like the yellow and orange swirl and that little design in the center. It's a little hard to see. It's got that kind of like water droplet effect. Water, like a water droplet drops in water. Really cute. Most likely a made in China paperweight. There's the bottom. Just checking listings just to make sure I'm not missing anything that I had already disclosed. This one is currently on pre-bid for $9, and I will run him right now. I like the little designs in the middle, those bubbles. I have another one, another egg paperweight that I suppose you would classify as, what's the name? A magnum paperweight. I wasn't familiar with that term for paperweights until today. Yeah, awesome. Garshi, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I had to do some like iridescent nails and earrings to match. Let me see. Let me do the other egg one that's similar to that, the Magnum one, for funsies. Hello, Junk Monkey. All right, the other one I have is this guy. It has like a cobalt blue bubble pattern in the center. Very funky. Very funky. And then these little like hula hoops of bubbles around. I think it's super cute. Let me make sure I'm like checking my listings because I put all of the damage in all the listings. This one is in good condition, 4.5 inches tall. It's a large guy. This one's currently at $11, and I will run this one right now. Thank you for your bids. Is it really? Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, thrifting teacher. I had no idea. I love learning new things like that, so I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped that it's a good one. Thank you guys. Right? I know I saw that one. I'm like, oh, I have one that's like so similar to that one. That's crazy. Bandit Johnson, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, researching, aside from like the actual thrifting, the research is probably my favorite part of doing all of this. So I like researching things on the fly and that kind of stuff. And like if other people need me to look something up, I definitely can. I do have a Worth Point subscription because I like looking things up. All right, next up we have a signed Joe St. Clair glass ashtray paperweight. It has these pretty white flowers at the bottom with the green. Here's the STC mark on the bottom. Super pretty. Let me see if this one had anything. This one, it does have some minor scratching. You can see like right here. Really minor. There's some right here. Scuffing from probably being shuffled around on a table or such. But I love the colors. This one is currently at $10. And I will start that right now. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sasha. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your bids. I've been so pumped for the paperweight extravaganza. I've been so, I know, smoking used to be so cool. I'm like, ashtrays are so neat. Like, I would collect them, but I don't smoke. I just think they're cool to have around. We have like a wooden table in our living room, and I have like a mid-century style kind of like UFO lamp and these like green velvet curtains and like mid-century chairs, and it's like a whole vibe. And so I'm like, the table needs like an ashtray or something in the middle of it just to like complete that mid-century look. I did just buy a Murano bowl from Jocelyn, which I think will go perfectly in the middle. So, Susan, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. That makes sense. I'm probably going to use the one I got from her as like a candy dish or something. I don't know. I feel similar about them as like paperweights because you don't necessarily have to use them for holding paper, but they're pretty. All right. Next up, we've got. Thank you so much. I'll put a tea light in them. That's such a good idea. I'm gonna have to get one of the electric tea lights. Next up, we have a little side-laying egg paperweight. It's got these like controlled bubble in them, and then it has like it's not quite a cobalt blue. It has a little bit more like marine in it, if that makes sense. And then it's just kind of like a bubble inside. I'm guessing it's hollow on the very inside, and then it's got the bubble on the outside. Here's the bottom. cloudy bottom. It does have some minor scratching. It's a little bit hard to see. Yeah. This one is currently at $8. And I will start it right now. Not really. They kind of sit up high enough to where it doesn't bother me too much. And this is running. I like me some good statement earrings, personally. Thank you, Bandit. Thank you for your bids, guys. Ooh, Granny Blue Bar. I thought this one was interesting because it's side laying like this. Usually you find them in there like right side up. Thank you, guys. Thanks. I've been trying so hard to grow it out, but it's not working in my favor. I feel like trying to grow out curly hair is difficult because even if it is long, it doesn't look long for a while. Bandit Johnson, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Let me pick out a fancy one. Feeling fancy. Let me do this one. This one, I'm obsessed with it, and I think some of you guys are also obsessed with it. This one has a sticker. Made in Italy for Hess's, which is a department store, or was a department store in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It is really pretty with the Millefiori in it. Here's the sticker. I love the colors in this Millefiori. Like the browns are interesting next to the yellows. Super pretty. Quite a large one, heavy. Here's the bottom. Gorgeous. And this one does have some scratching, which you can see closer in the listing photos. You can see like right here. And then there's some scratching right here too. This on the side, yeah, some scratching. This one is currently at $32. And I will run that right now. Oh man, part of me kind of wants to do this one is running. I like the vintage hairstyles personally. I really like them. Back when I used to work in like a cell phone retail store, I used to get customers comparing me to Betty Boop all the time. Yeah, pin curls. Painted Daisy, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so like it's like up here, but it's actually like down there. So it's hard for me to grow it out because it doesn't look long when I grow it out. And then I get like sensory issues with it touching my neck, and then I end up just chopping it all off. This is wash and go. Yeah, this is wash. Put a little like cream in it and let it dry. Next up, we have a, I know. These are natural, yeah. This one is a Glass Eye Studio egg-shaped paperweight. The iridescence on this one is insane. I love like pulled feathering. And then it does have a like a bubble in the middle. Super pretty. It is signed 1997, which is also my birth year. Fancy dragon egg, absolutely. This one is currently at $21, and I will run that right now. This one I got at my local antique mall. There's a case in the upstairs area that always has like really expensive stuff in it. And so I try to steer clear of it because I don't want to get tempted by the super expensive stuff. But I'm like, they're the only case in the antique mall that has decent paperweights. And so I'm like, well, shoot, I'm gonna have to break into that this one time. I got a couple others from there, which I'm very excited about. Thank you guys for your bids. Imagine, Carrie, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Let me show you another one. I have a second. Let me do the other Glass Eye Studios one. I got this one from the same case. Let's see. It is a smaller one. Smaller than the last one. This one's only 2.5 inches, but it is like a cobalt feathering. So when not like exposed to direct light, it's clear with the cobalt feathering, but when the light shines on it, it's this really pretty blue-green. This one also has a bubble in the center. It does have the signature on the bottom. However, it is hard for me to tell whether it is a 9 or a 0. I am leaning towards 07 for this one. So newer than the last one and smaller. This one is currently at 20, and I will run that right now. Thank you for your bid. Thank you, guys. I love paperweights so much. I feel like whenever I talk to my family, and I'm sure like because I see comments like this too, like, why would you buy paperweights? Like, I get that from like family members too. I think my dad even said it to me, like, paperweights, really? That's a thing? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I feel like people don't really look at them as paperweights anymore. They're more just like singular art pieces. It's a more compact form of having, say, like a large art glass bowl or vase or something. It's a teeny tiny encapsulation of a person's work. Stuff like the Simpson stuff with like the aquarium and stuff like that. Like it's art just encased in this little portable thing. Bandit Johnson, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Which from that perspective, I totally get the hype behind them. It's a good way to have somebody's work in a really accessible form, I suppose. All right, let me do this one. This one, I think I'm the most excited about this one. Yes, absolutely. All right, next up, I think this is the one that I am the most excited about. I got this from the same case as those ones. This one is a Stephen, is it Maslock? Is that how you pronounced it? Thank you. Is it Stephen Maslock from Cuneo Furnace? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he is well known for making marbles, makes a lot of marbles and paperweights. This one is kind of somewhere between the two. It is technically a paperweight, but it's more marble sized. It is so pretty with the rainbow colors and then the striping. Look at how intricate that is. It is like tiny, tiny, but it's so pretty. I had to have it when I saw it. This one is currently on pre-bid for $70. No defects with this one. Immaculate condition. I love it so much. And I'm gonna start it right now. I love it. I love that deep pink color too in the back. Like this gets me every time. That striping. Oh wow, thank you guys. Ooh, wow. Thank you for your bids. I know, isn't it so gorgeous? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, a little bit, kind of like a yeah, Jack in the Pulpit. It definitely looks like one in the back right there. I know, it's so gorgeous. I am shipping from Oregon. And we currently ship all over the US, Canada, and Australia. Oh, really? That's where I grew up. I'm originally from Salem. Awesome. West Coast gang over here. Also looking at you, Christina. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. I love that this little guy's getting so much love. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, Washington. I think at some point we need to have like a West Coast meetup someday in the future. I think that would be pretty rad. Ooh, Silverton. I know, popcorn. Bandit Johnson, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. I will pack it with care. Thank you so much for your purchase. Really appreciate it. I think all of us can say we want pictures. If you have like a shelf of like your glass collection, we want to see a pic. I feel like I'm speaking for everyone here. I'm so curious. Thank you so much. Let me do the final piece from that one of these days. Take your time, but we'd all love to see it. Thank you guys so much. Let me run let's see, do I have one or two? I gave two more from the case. I picked up a lot from that case, and the people at the antique store looked at me like I was nuts. But that's okay. Hi, Susie. You will want to join us on knickknacks.net, niknax.net. I think there might be a link in the description of the video, and you will be able to bid with us on the site. All right, next up we have a Sasaki Japan crystal bird paperweight. Hello. Join us on knickknacks. niknax.net. He's so cute, right? Crystal clear, really gorgeous. I had to grab it because the shape and form of it, like the modernist, I love it. This one is currently at $20, and I will start that right now. I know Sasaki. I saw somebody else had a Sasaki too, and I'm like, well, awesome. I wasn't familiar with it before I picked this one up, and I was doing the research on it. I was looking up the artist. No, it is not a group on Facebook. It is a website, a different like shopping platform. It is niknax.net. We are a live selling platform. We have a ton of sellers who do live shows and people who have buy it now listings and fun events like this. Anna likes to shop. That one's going to you. Thank you so much. All right, we're almost halfway through. Let me make sure I'm getting through all of my pre-bids here because I do not want to leave anyone out. All right. Next up, we have an Anton Intaglio paperweight. It's my first one from that maker, and I was very excited. niknax.net is where you'll find us. It is Jocelyn Crazy Lamp Lady's platform, and we have a lot of fun over here, so come join us. We'll be looking for you in the chat. All right, we have this Anton Intaglio paperweight. It is a really unique color. It's somewhere between an emerald green and a almost a turquoise in the light. In the light, it's more of like a turquoise aqua color. A really pretty control bubble with the center bubble. It is signed on the bottom. Anton Intaglio, 1992. It does have some scratching on the side right here. So there's some scratching, but this is a large guy, very heavy and really pretty. I like this, the swirls over here. You can kind of see the darker. Gorgeous. This one is currently at 21, and I will start it right now. I've been having a blast watching everybody else's sales all weekend, and again, I really like doing research on things, so I don't know why, just like hobby of mine. So if somebody else is like, I'm not sure what this is, I'll immediately be like, all right, Google image search, worth point, like keywords, yada, 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 trying to figure it out. I love being able to like make identifications for stuff. Even if I don't know the history on stuff, I like to be able to put a name. Absolutely, of course, Pixie Sticks. Susan's Fun Finds, thank you so much. The Anton Intaglio is going to you. All right, I have some pre-bids on this one, but I did realize something about it. So it is a Dynasty Gallery butterfly paperweight. So it's got this butterfly in it with the grass. Dynasty Gallery on the bottom. It does have some flea bites around the base. But the thing I learned, I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the lights. It glows in the dark. So it has like the glow in the dark goodness. It's hard to see because the lights are on, but if you charge it with sunlight or UV light, the butterfly glows in the dark. So I feel like that makes it like 2 times better, in my opinion. Who doesn't love some good glow in the dark, right? This one is currently at $10, and I will run it right now. Ooh. I've had some like Dynasty Gallery pieces glow before. I just wasn't expecting this one to, so I didn't check, which is silly of me. I probably should have done that, but hey. I think the shape of this butterfly is interesting too. Super cute with like kind of like orange. I'd say it's more orangey and blue wings. Thank you for your bids. Bandit Johnson, the butterfly is going to you. Thank you so much. Okay, what other pre-bids do we have? we have another ashtray paperweight. This one is not signed. It is a similar style to the Joe St. Clair one, but this one does not have a signature. This one is pink, a little bit wider, a little bit less heavy than the other one. Surprised it wasn't signed. Here's the bottom, more of a cloudy bottom, but really like clear crystal glass on the side. This one also has some scratching. Make sure you can see it. Has a lot of like scuffing on the sides here. Yes, I will make sure to get to the Randy Strong one for sure. Yeah, this one does have scratching. I'll do the Randy Strong one next. This one is currently at $12, and I will run it right now. Again, I really like the shade of pink. Absolutely, yeah. I was thinking, like, you could put your paper clips in it, whatever, hold your papers, and then you can, like, rest a pen in the slots. Like, put your pen across there. Is that a silly idea? I think that's what I would do. Got all your office goods in one place. Thank you for your bids. Thank you guys. I've been so excited to see all the pre-bids popping up even before the weekend and then during like the course of this weekend. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I'm able to get through all the pre-bids. Awesome. Anna likes to shop. That one's going to you. Thank you so very much. All right, let me do the Randy Strong one. Because Crazy Cash asked so nicely. All right, let me see. So here is the Randy Strong. It's the pictures might be like slightly different just because it was on a white background, but it is like a clear paperweight with this really pretty like gold leaf effect over it. Really gorgeous. 1999. Ooh. I'm in 1997. My brother's in 1999. Here's the signature on the back. It's a little bit hard to see. R Strong 99. It does have a bruise, kind of like an internal fracture right here. It almost looks like somebody put their nail through it. This one is currently going at $14, and I will run it right now. Ooh, lots of 99 mamas here. This one is running. Thrifting teacher, that one's going to you. Perfect, and it's suits that your daughter is 99. Lots of 99s. Lots of 99s. Ooh, let's do. I decided that this one would count as a paperweight because it's heavy enough. I said so it counts. I have a Fenton figurine, which I'm also classifying as a paperweight. It is an iridescent blue swan which I think is gorgeous with like the rainbow iridescence. But this one is signed by Scott Fenton, right there. And I didn't notice it when I bought it. And then I was looking a little bit closer, and then I'm like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I've had Fenton pieces signed by the people who've painted them, but not a Fenton themselves. It does have a little flea bite on it right here, on the base. This one is currently at $20, and I will start it right now. Are there any Fenton collectors in the chat? And if so, it is fairly heavy. It is heavy enough to hold paper. It is solid. Okay, anybody who, thank you for the buy it now, Schulze. Thank you so much. If there are any Fenton collectors in the chat or people who pick up Fenton to sell, have you found any signed by a Fenton? I'm curious, because that was new to me. Oh no, not the F word. All right, Bandit, the signed Fenton is going to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, it looks like we got a couple more pre-bids during the interim. Let me see. I think we should be able to get through everything. I've been trying to keep it picked up. This one is a mystery to me, but I picked it up because I like it. It is a little egg paperweight, but it has frosting. Like it's like a satin finish or like frosted on the top and on the bottom, but not the middle. So it has a really interesting effect where the top is like frosted and cloudy, the bottom is frosted and cloudy, and then it has this almost like cased center with like pink and these like blue and green flecks. I know, it's like it's veiled, it's hidden. Not fishies, they're more blobs, although I guess you could say they're fishies. It is signed, but I have been unable to decipher the signature. Let me see. It starts with a B or an R, and the last name starts with a B. Like bully or Bali or something. There's a B something, possibly an LLY. So I am not sure. Blobfish, yes. Again, if anybody knows anything about this artist, I couldn't find anything, but I would love to know. It's a tiny little guy. This one is currently at $20, and I will run it right now. I don't know the first name. It's like a B something LLY from what I can tell. There, you can kind of see it clearly. The last time I thought it might be like Barnes or something, but again, it's a little hard to tell. I'm able to, Billy maybe, Billy something. Billy maybe. Billy May is here. I like it with the light shining through it. Garshi, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. All right, let's do. Ooh, the squirrel's getting a little bit of love. Let me do the squirrel. Where's the squirrel? All right, we have a little blue squirrel. He's a very light blue. Really pretty, really simple. I like him. I'm sure we have some squirrel lovers here. I know, he's super cute. Let's see, it does have some minor scratching. kind of see up here. It's a little bit hard to see. There's some right here. Some scratching. He is currently at $11. And I will start him right now. And if you were wondering but have not asked yet, yes, I do combine shipping. I do indeed. I may wait until after my sale tomorrow just to make sure if there's anybody here that is also at my Monday sale that I can also combine those things to save you some money. Thank you guys for the bids. Okay, Childers, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's do a little cane one. This one is interesting to me. I'm not sure the origins of this one. This one has the like Millefiori canes in it, and they're kind of on stems like this with the controlled bubbles, like little flowers. The base is interesting though. It's like highly polished, but it has the little like ground pontil in the center, and then it's like off here, like it was uneven when it was made, if that makes sense. It's kind of a weird base. That threw me off a little bit. I'm like, I'm not sure about that one. It's cool though. I like how polished it is. It's like the colors. This one is currently at $12, and I will run it right now. Thank you guys. Trying to see how many more paperweights I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11 left. I've gotten through like a third of our paperweights, I think. Or sorry, 2/3. I can't math. Thank you guys. I know, popcorn for the chat. I want to hear what, other than like the one in like Jocelyn's chat, Jocelyn's show that was like super hyped. What has been your personal favorite paperweight of the weekend so far? Jules, that one's going to you. Thank you so very much. I want to hear your personal favorite so far, whether it went to you or not, or if you were just observing. Ooh, the Pressure Bandit one. Oh, the Josh Simpson. Yes, absolutely Josh Simpson. There was one that Bandit got from Jocelyn Sale that I was peeping from like the video she posted on it. And I was telling myself, like, if I could have one paperweight and never buy a single paperweight for myself again, that would be the one. But I'm like, I don't think I can justify I don't think I can justify that right now, but I want it. Oh man. It was the shoot, what's the name of the White Friars, I think. Was that it? The like green and blue and purple one. I think that was it. Am I getting the name right? I'm pretty sure that was the one. It was the close pack Millefiori one. That's the one that I was obsessed with. All right, next up we have a little art glass. Let's see. This one's got a yellow swirl. The yellow is almost like a neon, which I like. I like how bright it is. It's almost verging on green. And then it has this long bubble in the center. Here's the base. Ooh, yeah, the Orient Flume. Yeah, I'll have to look it up because I took screenshots of the paperweight because I was like, ooh, that's gorgeous. And if someday I can find one for myself, I will buy one. This one is currently at $8, and I will run it right now. Super pretty, 3 inches tall. I like when you like turn it, a little hypnotizing effect over here. Most likely a Chinese paperweight, but I love the spiral. The fact that the spiral is so tight was interesting to me. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your bids. I just love that effect. I'm going to hypnotize all of you. Buy more paperweights at the sale today. Linda Lee, that one's going to you. Thank you so very much. Let me check the close pack one. Is everyone good? Oh, for some reason I was like, yeah, it was the White Friars. It was like purple and blue and green, like all those colors. And obviously I'm a little obsessed with that color combo. You should see my desk. It's like all those colors. All right, I think this is the last pre-bid I have, but I could be wrong. We have a little simple paperweight. I think this one might have been India, but I'm not sure because the sticker is worn, but it's got kind of a red, white, and blue confetti kind of look to it. Kind of like splashes of color all around. A little bit of yellow mixed in there. The glass itself is like kind of not quite clear, as you can kind of see, kind of cloudy. It does have some scuffing on the glass, and then it has, I'm trying to remember if this one had a ding. We love our primary colors here. Yeah, it has some scuffing on it. This one is currently at $7, and I will run that right now. Let me make sure we didn't get any extra pre-bids while I wasn't looking. Okay. Oops. I will probably be able to run a couple more. Betsy girl, that one's going to you. Thank you very much. All right, let me do some fancy ones. I'm a little like bummed because one of these I got, well, 2 of them I got in lots, and when they arrived to me, they had damage that the seller didn't disclose, and I was so upset about it. Because I'm like, this is the one that I got the whole thing for. Ooh, is there a pre-bid on the teddy bear? I will make sure to run that after this one. I will do that one next. We have an antique Czech Bohemian glass faceted paperweight. It is huge. It is heavy. It is solid. Look at the blue flowers. Like the color is so gorgeous. I love the colors. I love the like confetti base with the oranges and reds. Here's the bottom. It does have significant chipping, which is why I was upset because they did not disclose that. It has chipping on the facets, which I know can be a deal breaker for a lot of people. But I figured I would get it out there because maybe somebody wants to love it even though it has a bunch of damage, because it is antique and gorgeous and beautiful. I love that effect, like mirror-like. But yeah, it does have chipping on a lot of the different facets. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm going to start it at 40, just because it does have damage. And I will start that right now. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for your bid. I figured some collectors may not want it because of the damage that it does have. But if somebody can give it a good home, I would be happy with that. It deserves... It looks wonderful from the top. It deserves a good spot. Linda Lee, thank you so much for giving us a home. Thank you so much. All right, we will do the teddy bear. We have this little black glass teddy bear figurine paperweight. It is heavy enough to hold paper, so I classified it as such. It has this like gold on the feet and the ears. Here's the base of it. I was trying to see if it was like amethyst glass, like if you could see the purple, but you can't really see it because it's like too thick in all spots to really view it. I am starting this guy at this one's currently at $8, and I will start that right now. Oh, thank you for your bids. After this one, I will do a Murano paperweight that does have a large ding, which I was also disappointed about because that was another one where it was not disclosed beforehand, which I'm like, can we can we please disclose things? Please and thank you. Okay, Childers, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. All right, we have a Fratelli Toso Murano paperweight. I love the design of this one so very much. It is the shamrock and berry pattern. So it has these 4-leaf clovers and like either grapes or raspberries, depends on your personal take of it, on top of this like white swirl. I love the bright colors. I love the canes in it. I think it's gorgeous. It does have a significant chunk right there. It has a large chip down there. Are they pineapples? They could be pineapples if you want them to be pineapples. I won't say no to that. If you want them to be pineapples, I won't discourage you. This is now officially the shamrock and pineapple paperweight. I'm going to start this one at $20, and I'll run it right now. I'm always excited to find, I'm always excited to find Murano, especially like known makers like this. I think it's gorgeous. Ooh, thank you for your bid. It's giving like Lucky Charms a little bit, like Lucky Charms cereal. a little bit. Linda Lee, that one's going to you. Thank you so very much. All right, we might have time for a couple more. I have a lot of clear glass and a lot of like bubble glass. Let me do this one. This one is a clear glass one, but it is large. I got you, Christina. You're not the only one who relates things to food. We have a large bird paperweight. It is clear with the bubbles on the inside. Let me see if this one had any damage. This one was good. Here you go. Here's the little wings. Ooh, cooking show. I just meal prepped like 24 breakfast sandwiches this morning to put in our freezer. It took me forever, but it's going to be so worth it when I don't have to cook breakfast for the next 2 weeks. His little beak. I'm going to start this guy at $8, and I'll run him right now. Up next, thank you for your bid. Up next, we have Kelly of Fancy Cat Vintage. I was peeping their paperweights before I started my show. There's one meal prep gives me anxiety. Sometimes it does for me. I don't do it very often, but I've been getting really tired of like forgetting to eat breakfast in the morning, and then I just wait until like 2 p.m. to eat, and that's not a very great thing to do. So I'm like, I'm just gonna make a bunch of frozen breakfast sandwiches, and then I'll have them ready to go. Kelly of Fancy Cat Vintage, I was looking at her paperweights for the next stop in our train. She has one that's like this opalescent helix paperweight, and it's gorgeous. And I'm like, I'm going to have to snag that for myself because I'm a huge fan of the opalescent. Also, the cat head. I saw that you posted that on your Instagram story. Schultze, that one's going to you. Thank you so very much. I might have time for one more. Man, I only have like a few left. Let me do a little flower one. I think we have time for this one, and then I'll send you on your way. We have this little paperweight with this flower. I love the shape of the flower with like the tiny petals mixed in and the controlled bubble. From this side, you kind of see like the curved leaves. Here's the bottom. It had a sticker at one point. I think it was made in China. It does have some minor scratching around the glass. Let me see if I can get a good picture. Like right here, a little scratching. Super cute. And then it does have a little bruise here, but it's like inside. Not sure what that's about. Starting this at $8, and I'll run it right now, really quickly, before we go to Fancy Cat. Thank you for your bid. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, as soon as we're done with this, I will send you guys over to Kelly. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing up, supporting me and all of the other sellers taking a part in this here on Knickknacks. Thank you to Christina and Meriwether Market and Jocelyn and the whole crew for making this possible and being so supportive and making this a friendly place to be. It's been fantastic, and I'm very grateful to be a part of a community like this. Granny Blue Bar, that one's going to you. Thank you so much. And with that, I will be sending you to Fancy Cat Vintage. See ya.